So if you're assembling a Randy Cooper 42-inch Star Destroyer, or maybe perhaps any other kit that has large panel hulls, such as the Star Destroyer has, which are these big flat sections, I'm going to suggest very strongly that you reinforce the panels, basically the lower and the upper hulls of the ship, with 5mm styrene. Why? Well, if you're doing this much work on a Star Destroyer or a model like this, you're going to want it to last 10, 20 years or more, right? And you certainly don't want it to be warping on you over time. And I do know that the kit comes with these ribs right here, internal structure that you can see. And then you also have to install a rod. It can be PVC, it can be solid metal like aluminum. That would be heavy. I would probably suggest wood like I did, because wood is very easy to work with. You're going to have to do some cutting on the wood to be able to install, for example, the bay, the hanger bay, and also as well you can see right here I had to cut a little bit into the wood, and I basically just use a file. So wood was very easy for me to work with. All this is going to give reinforcement to the ship to keep it nice and straight over time so it doesn't warp on you, but I didn't want to take chances, so I got from Evergreen Models, you get these styrene sheets. They're not cheap. I'm using a 5mm sheet. You get one of these on each package, and they're about $7 Canadian, and then you basically just cut them to the size that you need, and you will glue them to where the joints of these panels are, and that will reinforce it. The lower hull and the upper hull come in 4 pieces. So you got the back pieces 1, the front 2, 3, and 4, and that's for the upper. And for the lower hull, it'll be the same thing. You will get 4 pieces. One thing you need to be careful of is you first install the ribs, right? The pole, you install everything, you glue everything down, then you put the styrene reinforcements. Why? Because you need to be careful when you're doing the top that you're leaving the gap that you see right here in between the styrene reinforcements, because if you forget and you don't, then you're gonna have trouble here with the rib, with the rib structure, and the whole upper hull is going to be raised up, and it's just not gonna be flush like it's supposed to, and you're gonna have a problem there. So do remember to leave the little gap in between these reinforcements. To make it even stronger, then after the reinforcements were glued, I did fill up with filler all around the edges to make it even more strong, so it wouldn't have anywhere to go. So yeah, so it's pretty solid. I didn't want to take chances, and I want this model to last, and it's taking me a long time and a lot of work and effort put into it, so I really want it to last. So that's what I would suggest if you guys are building the Randy Cooper 42-inch Star Destroyer, or any other model that has big and thin plates or parts, right, to reinforce them. I hope this helps you guys, and it'll be until my next video.